What's going on, guys? I'm Degidio, and we are back with another special episode of the Jaxxon Sports Show. I'm sitting here with the greatest co-host, the baddest dude to ever ride two wheels, Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, Twitch! That's all we got from you, Weezy? Thanks, brother. And we got
Too bad Loco's not in here.
Yeah, I know. Hey, call in our guy. And then we got one of the greatest stunt riders in the world. He does things on a Harley not many people could do. CJ. There we go, CJ. Very weak. That was very weak. Very, very weak.
We got Tone Loco over there.
And we got, ladies and gentlemen, drumroll, the one, the only SurRonster! Fire it up! That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much for having me here. This is an honor. It's my first time ever doing a podcast, so thank you. Yeah, ever.
This is nice. How long? What's the longest you've ever kept your helmet on for?
Ooh, that's a fun question.
I always wonder, because sometimes I'm like, I can't wait to get my helmet and goggles off. You know what I mean?
No, that's a fun question. Thinking about my last date. No, it was probably the last mega ride, and that would go for like maybe 5 or 6 hours.
No way. And you never took anything off the whole time?
No, and if, stop at a gas station for a drink, I'm drinking it under the helmet and all that, yeah.
What was the whole, what inspired you? Like when you came out with your whole get up, like what inspired like I ain't letting anybody see my face?
Well, originally it wasn't like that. I was just filming my face totally normally, and it wasn't until I hit 2,000 subscribers where I realized, oh, this could jeopardize my school. This could jeopardize my future career. Because at the time, it's not like I was making any money or making any sponsors. It was just showing myself breaking the law. So I was like, let me just hide my face and keep having fun with it, but without showing my face. So it was at 2,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful. That's when I decided.
What were you able to get like any of that old footage off the internet and all that? Like where it did show your face?
Yeah, YouTube's really nice about it. You can actually go back and blur your old videos.
Oh,
so
no way.
I didn't even have to take anything down. It's just like the whole screen's blurred. But you can listen to it.
so if anyone saw your face before 2000, they know what you look like, but anything after that?
Yeah, it was 2019 when I started. And I guess the super OG viewers would absolutely know what I look like.
I think it's pretty dope. It creates like are we ever going to see his face? Who the hell is this dude? What's he actually look like? What color is his hair? You know what I mean? I think it's pretty rad.
Thank you. I enjoy the mystery a lot. I also think I want to put the focus on the bikes, and by being anonymous, people can imagine themselves as me as opposed to observing me as a third person.
Yeah.
I think it keeps the imagination alive. Like if you imagine what I look like, hopefully maybe you imagine I look like you. Yeah. It's just more relatable that way. I can be any age, any race.
That's pretty cool. It's something different for sure. It keeps people wondering and thinking and definitely watching the videos. Like you got one of the biggest YouTube pages there is for e-bikes and stuff. So it's like, congrats on everything you're doing, dude.
Thank you so much.
I think 3 million subscribers. 3 million
I saw that. Yeah, that's dope.
Like, could we talk about that for a second? I mean, Twitch, you're like iconic and a pioneer in the game of moto. You've had a YouTube page that has millions of views, and you have some of the craziest parts in videos. CJ, I've seen some of your stuff with Concrete Cowboys, but what you're doing in the space reminds me of like Twitch when he was younger, kind of pioneering a space. You're like the first to do this. You're the first to kind of put this type of content, but the consistency and the amount of views, the millions of views, like what's the secret sauce, dude? Like 3 million subscribers in such a short amount of time is unreal.
Well, first of all, coming from you, Twitch, hearing that means a lot, and likewise, and I just really appreciate you saying that. But no, I would say there's really no secret sauce. It's just been a passion of mine, and every day all I want to do is this. And I would say if I had to narrow it down to like one thing, it would be consistency. I haven't missed a Saturday upload since I started. So it's been about 5 years now. I haven't missed a single Saturday.
Dude, that's gnarly.
Thank you. I mean, look, there's times where I broke my wrist, or I was sick, or personal issues, and just always had to find a way to push through and not miss a Saturday, because if you only post once a week, if you miss a Saturday, now 2 weeks have elapsed and you haven't posted. That's an infinite amount of time.
I feel like that's the hardest thing with YouTube. If you are not consistent, your page won't grow, because people are watching YouTube now like how I used to watch TV when I was a little kid. It's like you knew what time your favorite show came on every day of the week, and you sat down and you watched that show. So it's like, dude, congrats on like being that consistent, because with this day and age and how much stuff is going on, technology, just everything, like it's hard, dude. Like you have to be committed.
Thank you.
I got you something for 3 million subs.
Yeah.
I got you our brand new JX3. It's got the brand new blue face. I know you have that on a current model, one of our JX2s. Yes. I've seen you wear it in a video, but this is our best-selling watch for men. So I had to make sure you were dialed in, and we got you some of the new chain for the pod. So when we kick this thing off, I got to make sure you're styled right.
Oh, I'm iced out. No, the new watch looks amazing. I've got the previous model. I love it. It's one of my favorite watches. you redid the band and the face and everything looks so
Yeah, I think it's
good.
crazy because Twitch brought us such a good point. We always try to listen to the athletes when we design pieces, and Twitch was like, yo, dude, if I'm ever riding with this or if I'm doing something in the street, CJ brought it up to us when he was doing wheelies. He's like, I need a really strong clasp. So what better test model than two of the best dudes on bikes? So we really focus on our brand new butterfly class to make sure this thing never falls off. So you could ride in it, you could go to work with it. It's like the perfect everyday wear watch. And it's cool too because it looks amazing. Everybody confuses it with like $1 million watch.
It looks like $1 million. This really beautiful watch.
Every
and
time
they do fall off when you ride.
Every time I'm out golfing, everyone's always like, bro, why you got a $400,000 watch on while you're golfing? I'm like, I don't. It's a Jaxxon.
Dude, thank you.
Like
so
everyone thinks
much.
it's like a gnarly watch.
Nah, I always get compliments. Jaxxon's, they just got the look.
And I gotta get him dialed in with one of our brand new iced out chains before we start the pod, because I think you need a little bit of sauce in your game. And I think with the black tee that I don't think I've ever seen you wear another colored tee. By the way, you only wear black, so I think this
like
is the
it.
perfect elevated fit.
It's always
gonna
black with
finish your
white
fit.
shoes. He's got to have the white shoes.
Well,
on.
if you're gonna be getting in trouble all the time and chased by the cops, you better be wearing all black.
Yeah, right. That's exactly the thought.
And then for the audience, since we weren't gonna do this, but SurRonster said we could do this, we're finally gonna do it. The reveal.
Here we go.
Pin him down, take his helmet off.
Dude,
That's why we got two guys in here so we can pin you down.
Holy shit.
No, but
I'm
dude,
iced out. Let's go.
it's amazing because I watch your videos. I'm always with little Jaden, and he's like one of the first guys to show me your videos a while back, like a year back. And then you came through. You're so humble, but you're so creative. Like, dude, I'll watch you go, pull out 2 new bikes, and then you'll go test them, and then you'll go race people, and then you'll just mob around to like 30 liquor stores. You're always pulling drinks out of your bag. Like,
no liquor though, just to be clear.
No
Yeah.
liquor sports, but no liquor. Yeah, I don't. Do you drink?
I actually don't. I never drink. I've actually never in my life been drunk before.
No
Really?
way.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
old
yeah.
are you?
I'm 26.
Just come down and hang out with CJ. That'll change.
right.
Wait, I thought you were hammered in Mexico when you got in trouble.
No, that was for another thing. But no, it's funny. Alcohol I just can't stand the taste, and I haven't been able to force enough down to get drunk in my life. Yeah.
So was the Mexico thing? Was that you weren't in trouble because you were partying?
No, not at all. No, that would not be the reason. No, it was. I'm not really allowed to talk about it, but it's all good, and they let me go. So.
CJ knows a lot about Mexico too. He got in a lot of trouble down there. He got in a high speed
Mexico's
chase.
no
No
joke.
way.
It wasn't
Went to
no
jail
slap on the
for-
wrist for me.
45 days in jail down there in Mexico prison.
Straight to prison.
Well, I heard they're not allowed to chase you in Mexico.
All day.
Yeah,
Maybe after him.
I went the gnarliest police chase in Mexico all the time. Felt like
Ever.
No
And
way.
they have it all on GoPro too.
No way.
That was real deal. No,
CJ
we
got
post on
chased by
YouTube.
the cops.
We got to put that on. Is that on?
Yeah, no, I don't think we have the
No,
footage.
no.
They
It never
released
got
the footage.
uploaded.
We'll
was-
upload it
It was
soon.
like real deal. It was like you can't talk about yours. I was like, I never want to talk about mine. I wanna live
CJ
it.
ran from the cops for
But it
about
was
an hour,
gnarly.
and then he finally got caught because he tried to jump off the side of a mountain on a Harley.
No.
Then they kind of like beat him up because he was being crazy.
It was
Famous
gnarly.
story. I've
and then
talked
they
about it.
threw him into prison for 40 days.
Yeah.
So we
Damn,
almost
that's
lost
But
one
they
of
gave
our
me
team
2
guys.
years. They gave me 2 years. I got out in 40 days.
Yeah,
I
40
got
days
lucky.
is worth it.
I got lucky. Twitch was out there fucking when I got out.
I was there at his
he
release
was.
party.
Yeah.
Release
Yeah,
party.
he was.
Whoa, that's a crazy story.
I got out straight to the bike, burned
Straight
it
to
down.
San Diego Customs. Straight to San Diego Customs at the release party.
That's
They were
right.
doing something too. And then his bike was so like they jacked his bike up bad. Like
Yeah, they put-
and he's just figured it out, was out there doing burnouts, wheelies, everything on it right off the bat. Straight out of jail.
Straight. It was
Would you
definitely.
go back to Mexico after?
Oh, I'm banned.
You're banned. Like at the border, they
I got
won't let
kicked
you in.
out. I don't know. I don't want to try.
I
You
would
wanna
never
try
want to
it?
go back after your
Yeah.
All
experience.
right, we're never sending you back. And you, are you allowed to go back to Mexico?
I would love to go back. They didn't say I couldn't, so I'm going back.
They don't know what his face looks like. He's
So
good.
great.
Yeah,
did
that's
you
good.
really sleep in your car because they wouldn't let you through the border?
Yeah, I absolutely slept at the truck. I was with my buddy and his girlfriend. I got them a hotel room, and then I slept in the truck to watch the bikes. It was,
Yeah.
but you got to do what you got to do.
And then what'd you do? You rented a U-Haul? How
Yes,
did you
I-
actually get back into Mexico?
Yeah. Well, really, the reason they didn't let me in was my truck wasn't registered, so I just got a U-Haul and I was able to go in. It's not as sexy as the story as I wish it was, but
Oh, I thought it was because they were like trying to chase you or something.
no,
Okay.
yeah.
So you rent a U-Haul, you stashed the bikes in the back of the U-Haul, and then pinned it through the border.
Exactly. And I'm actually glad the van's so much nicer because once you're there, like we were just talking about
Yeah.
this, when you have a van, you can just leave them everywhere. So, yeah, it ended up perfect. I'm actually glad I
Yeah,
did
he's
that.
stoked on the Sprinter build coming up.
Yeah,
What, are you going to do a video on that thing?
totally. It's going to be, probably one of my next videos. I'll show at least buying the van. It'll be a few months to build it, but I'm so excited.
Oh,
about
dude,
it.
it's going to be game changing for you. You're going to be
Right?
so stoked on it.
What was the key? You decided that you now want to buy a Sprinter van for what reason?
I just drive so many hours a day, like 2 to 4 hours a day. And I thought, man, it'd be nice if I actually had a driver and then I can edit or do phone calls while I'm on the road. And then I was like, well, if I have a driver, then I should get a van.
Yep.
So kind of that's the thought process.
Yeah, and then like we were talking earlier too, like if you have that, you don't have to worry about your bike in the back of the
Yes.
truck if you're getting lunch or just anything like that. So
Yes. Well, and having the driver, if I break down, he can pick me up, or I don't have to end the ride where I started. I
Yep.
can end, and he can pick us up where we end.
Yeah.
Actually, it would really expand just the content in general. So.
and if you get chased, you can just be like, park around the corner over here. I'm just gonna jump in the van, shut the doors, and we're dipping.
Who did a crazy jump over a train and then they had a driver waiting for them and they stashed the bike?
Raha.
Kobe Raha.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
parked like a
video?
mile down the road at the Home Depot.
Yeah, so this is your
No,
getaway
that's
sprinter
fine.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I see you do these crazy rides, and I think for the people at home that don't understand this like ecosystem, like say for Harleys, for example, we know CJ's meetups, they go to his garage in Huntington Beach, Concrete Cowboy Cycles, or Twitch built like a fantasy factory land in his backyard. You got Beerman and all kinds of crazy people, you know, like Patrick Evans doing crazy whips and tricks, and they're building jumps. But you make like the streets your playground, and it seems like you have meetups every weekend. Like, how are these meetups coming about?
It's all the community. It's grown so much recently that I don't even organize anything. I just attend. But yeah, the streets have become the playground, and there's places you can't do that, and there's places you can. But they're dwindling. It's really something that's changing recently, more and more so.
Why is that?
Just cracking down. I mean, it's not like these have ever been legal. That's something
Yeah.
that people misunderstand. These have never been legal. It's just a matter of the enforcement, and that's definitely increased recently.
Yeah, I almost feel like the e-bikes have like a
A bad rap.
Yeah, just bad rap versus the like Harleys or motorcycles.
Well, dude, think about
think all the
think
kids-
about if we were in this time at the age like these kids are young. They're getting
would've
these
been
bikes now.
young.
So
Tear it
imagine
up.
us on those bikes at that age.
Everyone's lawn.
People would hate us.
I mean,
you know
the
what I
things
mean?
you
Like,
were doing on a 50 when you were younger, I can't imagine you on an e-bike.
that was
Yeah.
our thing. That was our thing. Was 50s. You
yeah.
know? It was like,
so
that's
that was like our
era.
era of the Suron was a 50 or a 110 stuff like that. So
But
it's
these
like
e-bikes, you could do like anything because they're quiet.
yeah,
you
they're
get
quiet.
away.
No
It's
one
like,
knows.
yeah.
But it's funny. You see all the Karens, like how pissed off people get when they see you come, and they just see you and instantly get in a bad mood. And I think it's funny as how it's like people like that take life way too serious. Like if I see a kid on an e-bike and he's ripping wheelies, doing cool stuff, I'm like, that's cool. He's having fun. He's not at home on an iPad or stuck behind a computer or out like doing bad stuff.
I love
like
dig
it.
it.
I love seeing the wheelies. I mean, the things you do on a bike are crazy. The things you guys do on a bike, but how fast do these Surons go?
Oh, well, I mean, it depends how much you upgrade them. But yeah, anywhere between 45 and 100 miles an hour with these
Yes,
kids.
I
it's
can't-
just so gnarly.
These kids
Yeah.
are like 15 going 100 miles an hour down Newport Beach Boulevard.
It's like instant power too.
Yeah.
bro, it's like in a Tesla. The power is different. I don't even know how to explain it compared to a gas bike. Like we watched you guys do wheelies outside before we started the pod, and it's one thing when you're on a gas bike, it sounds loud, it's crazy, but when you're on like a Suron or a e-ride, like it's just 0 to 100 in 2 seconds.
I've never really messed around on the e-bikes as much as I have lately. Like I was just telling him, our buddy Tim Ritson just got me an e-ride pro. And dude, the thing is so much fun. Like I've been ripping around the streets in my house riding the thing, and I'm like, and it's still bone stock. Like I can't wait to do some mods to it and like actually make it my bike.
Dude.
What is the craziest thing to deal with? Like the police or the sheriffs or like the Karens? Like what's the hardest thing to deal with right now with these things as you guys build this little community that's becoming massive?
Yeah, I guess it would be the police. I've been super lucky not getting in too much trouble. But yeah, that would be kind of the only limitation. There's new bikes coming out all the time, new upgrades, new brands. Like there's so much new stuff. It's not much holding us back right now besides that.
Have you had any bikes impounded?
Um,
Because I have. I'm just wondering. You know what I mean?
no,
Like,
actually,
it's-
no, I've never been impounded before.
No way.
Yeah, I guess I'm super lucky that way.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
But like the
Yeah.
police
Hey,
don't
that's an
chase
e-bike
you.
versus a regular motorcycle. You know?
Yeah,
No, but
right.
like I see kids on Instagram all the time getting their bikes
see
impounded
that.
or like
Yeah, it's
they're
crazy.
videotaping. So here's the thing: like you see
Especially
most of the kids are
Huntington.
videotaping themselves running from the cops and then posting on it.
Yes.
And I'm like, when we did stupid shit when we were a kid, you and your friend that you were with were the only ones that knew about it. You didn't go around telling people.
Yeah, yeah.
Now these kids are like filming the helicopter. I'm getting chased. Look at me. Post. I'm like,
Yes.
what an idiot.
Yes,
dude.
yes,
That's no
yes.
wonder you
That's
got
me. I'm
caught.
like, whatever.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We actually have a ride that we do together. We didn't even know about Ride of Legends. It's in LA. It's coming
Oh,
up.
no way. You do
December
that one too?
13th.
It's
my favorite ride
Well,
of
it's
the
cool.
year.
When
'cause
is
we
it?
get to mix the e-bikes with the Harleys, which is cool. And we like kind of leading. It's like December 13th.
Oh, I'm
maybe
coming
December
out this
13th.
year,
Yeah.
dude.
I can't
No, it's sick. Bring the dirt bikes. It's like, yeah, we take over LA. It's
Yeah, I'll bring the
huge.
450 for
Wait,
sure.
but
Yeah.
do you like that? Do you like when you're on rides and you have 450s and guys on gas powered bikes?
Well, I was talking to Jim about this, my buddy, because him and I went to Ride of Legends, and we were talking to each other. Why did this ride feel so much better than the standard ride? And I think it's because it's all adults out there. And I don't
Yeah.
want to talk down on the kids, but when you're riding with only adults, everyone knows how to space out and they're being responsible. And like that just, there's the video. That just makes the ride so much better. So.
Everyone's like aware of like what's going on, not just
Yes.
like, hey, check me out doing
Yes.
this and not paying attention in front of them
Dude,
when they're
real
doing a wheelie.
Yes,
real
it's still
street shit.
dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Like people are still going down constantly on those rides, but I think that was one of the main things. Every guy out there is an experienced rider.
But that's what's cool though. You know, we'll have sport bikes, Harleys, dirt bikes, and then we'll have the e-bikes out there mixing it up, and we're all just out there crushing it, doing the same shit.
Yeah,
Pretty
until you
dope.
get on the highway. And then
What's the
Yeah.
best ride you've been on so far? Is this the best ride?
I would really say this specific ride, I don't know, I think it's what I just described. It was just so pleasant, like the whole time. And you go on the highway and it opens up, and we don't really go on the highway in the e-bike rides. So I think that was another big difference.
What were you doing before you were riding e-bikes? Like, how did you get sucked into this world?
I was just a college student, and my whole life I was into bikes and dirt bikes, and it was just never an option for me. And once I needed some way to get to class, I started looking into the SurRon, and nobody had bought it at the time. There's one guy in Russia making YouTube videos, but I looked at that bike and I was like, that is just perfect. And I bought one used. I'm surprised there actually were any used at the time, but yeah, that's how I got into it originally.
But I've seen some videos of you on the 6'7" Rizzler over there, and it seems like you were trying to talk to some chicks, and the chicks were they were into you. You asked them to take a photo of you, but you were claiming all these places you lived in. Is it true? Did you live in all these different countries?
Yeah, I did, and that's probably part of why I could never have a bike growing up, because we were always moving. But yeah, I grew up in the U.S., Europe, and Asia.
No way.
What places? What specific countries?
The United States until I was 6, and then I moved to Switzerland for 2 years, and then Nepal for 3 years.
Nepal.
Yeah, that was quite a switch up between
Dang.
Switzerland and Nepal. It's like one of the richest countries in the world, and then the poorest country in Asia.
Yeah, right? That's gnarly.
Yeah, and it was actually, there's crazy. Nepal, nobody talks about this, but the royal family of Nepal in about 2000, early 2000s, they had a royal party where the whole royal family was there. This is the poorest country in Asia, by the way, and it was still ruled by a royal family. And one night, the whole family had a party, and the prince loaded his military rifle and killed the entire royal family, and then killed himself. So overnight, the poorest country in Asia lost its entire political structure, and we moved there very shortly after. So it was a crazy time. We had to miss school a lot because the streets were crazy. And,
So gnarly.
but yeah, so that was Nepal, and then we moved
I've
to.
never heard that story.
I know,
That's
and
a
it's like you'd
crazy
think there'd be a Netflix documentary or
Yeah.
something, but
Yeah.
and it's real. Like you can
And
look
you
it
were
up.
living there during this time?
Right after, so it was everyone's fighting over basically who's going to replace the royal family, and of course that leads to a lot of violence and protests. But anyway, then we moved to Thailand for a year, and then Italy for 3 years, and then back to the States
Sounds
for
like
college.
it got better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why were you traveling so much?
It was just the line of work. My parents worked in humanitarian aid, so
Oh, amazing.
like nonprofits and NGOs, and a lot of them have projects overseas. And
that's
I
amazing.
think they also just enjoyed moving around. And looking back, I'm glad we did it, but at the time it was hard. Every year new school.
Dude, the worst when you're a little kid too is like leaving and you're like, I just met all these friends.
Yes.
Now I got to go make new friends.
Exactly.
Like I remember moving as a little kid and it always
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, did you move a lot?
Not too much, but enough to where like I remember like, oh man, I'm not going to see Johnny no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But like going from like Kentucky to Alabama is one thing, but going from like Nepal
country to country.
Switzerland,
Like I'm never seeing this dude again.
Yeah.
Right. No, any move is tough, but yeah, and anyway, it
many
made me who I
languages do you
am.
speak?
Pardon? Oh, I speak just enough Italian to get in trouble. I just went to Italy and made a
We
video.
saw you in
Yeah.
Italy. I'm assuming you didn't have a girl with how many chicks were hollering at you in Italy.
No, I can't. It's a tricky topic right now, but
What about riders? Like I see all these videos, and just besides your videos as well, there's so much content about people like modifying their e-bikes, and I think that's got to be one of the most like dreamed about things. Like a kid's gonna buy their first e-bike and then they're gonna modify it. What's been the most satisfying part for you in terms of modifying the bikes that you ride?
well, yeah. I mean, modifying is one of the best parts of it, and I love how when you're talking about your bike, you're already thinking about how you're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
modify it. But California just made a new law. Well, I guess not just. Maybe 2 years ago, they made a new law that basically specifically says you cannot upgrade your e-bike. And
Really?
the photo they used to promote that new law was a thumbnail of one of my YouTube videos of me
Shut the
wheeling.
hell up.
So I was like the poster child for that law, which at first I was like, yeah, and then I was like, no.
Was that bike stock or was it? Did it have?
It was
a bunch
fully
of parts?
upgraded. Yeah, it's like a $20,000 SurRon
So
build.
you can be like, hey, this is the picture you posted, so I have all this same stuff on my bike. It's not upgraded.
Yeah, right. That's a good point. So I guess I feel responsible to not ruin the upgrading scene, making it too. It's better to keep it like underground. You know?
Yeah,
But
it was
anyway.
bound to happen though. Like, I saw a cop talking the other day. It was like, oh yeah, like so this is the difference between an e-motorcycle and an e-bike. Like the bike needs to have pedals that can make you actually go forward. And I saw these dudes from RCR. They make they're the same dudes from Sandcraft. They make paddle tires for like razors and stuff. But they have a 3-wheeler and they have like remember the old Fat Cat like motorcycle?
Yeah.
They make those and they have these pedals. So when you start going, you pedal, but then it goes electric, and then the pedals just neutralize to wherever you want them, and they turn into foot
Turn
pegs.
pegs,
That's
So they
sick.
could keep it in that category
Cool.
of it being an e-bike.
That's awesome.
that's
Pretty
good
gnarly,
idea.
right?
Yeah.
So I was wondering if anyone is going to be coming out with anything like that anytime soon, because the e-bike craze ain't even close to being over. It's like just
started.
You've been doing it for how long now?
Going on 5 years.
And
yeah.
it's still not even close to its peak, because there's so many more kids that are like seeing your videos, all the other dudes' videos, like, oh, I need an e-bike, I need this, I need that. So it's like you have to find a way to make it where you can still ride these bikes in the street, but it still be a bike that you want to ride and not get in too much trouble.
Yeah, it reminds me of when I bought my AR. It's the same thing. They make all these rules about it.
Were you wearing your helmet when you bought your AR?
No. But you go in there and it's like,
Let me get an AR, it's full helmet and goggles.
Yeah, your bike reminds me of the time I bought this amazing AR.
no, but
God, dude.
every law they've made around these, there's a loophole, and you
Yeah.
can get everything you want regardless of the laws. And I don't expect any difference with the bikes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool that you wear a helmet. Honestly, I know it's for content because I'm sure you feel like it's just limitless on what you could do. No one knows who you are.
Yeah, it's a huge part of it, right?
He's like,
when
yeah, I could be as reckless as
Well, I'll
I
tell
want.
you, it's a lot easier to film because he always has his GoPro going, so he doesn't have to
Well,
hold his
dude,
phone out. He's always filming. So
And
it's
you
like
think
a
if you're
couple
riding
things.
an e-bike that does 100 miles an hour, and I see a lot of these kids, they just wear like the normal brain bucket, open face BMX helmet. I'm like, that thing ain't doing shit if you
Yeah.
hit the ground. Like,
Yeah.
you're still getting messed up. So it's like, I fully support the full face helmet and stuff like that. And I think what you're doing with that and the kids seeing your videos, I think it definitely made it cooler for them to be like, oh, I want a full face helmet.
The full face is everything. Just a quick note, when I was doing my motorcycle license to make a Harley Davidson video, they showed us in the school a helmet with the percentages of the frequency of where you hit your head in a crash. And it's almost all up on the face. Like the top of your head's like 12% of crashes.
That's it.
Everything else is up here. So just statistically, I'm a huge proponent of the full
Most
Yeah.
people don't know how to crash.
Yeah, CJ crashes. He always goes to the back of the head.
Yeah, always try to turn, you know.
Well, in terms of like the goggle and the helmet, the black tee, obviously I love the Jaxxon chain on you and the new JX3 watch, but is this stable outfit ever changing?
No, and I used to wear different clothes in all my videos, and I just realized how much thought I had to put into it. Like, oh, am I wearing the same thing I wore last week? Like, or what are people going to say about this? And so kind of like Steve Jobs always wore a black turtleneck, and so he didn't have to think about it. Not that I'm Steve
You
Jobs.
should only wear a black turtle.
Yeah, I know, right?
In the wintertime.
That'd be classic.
That'd be so pretentious, but
We gotta make some Santo
Like some
Studio
step runners,
turtlenecks.
yeah.
So if you go into my closet, it's just black pants and all black SurRonster shirts. That's my closet. And then I don't have to think about it. And then also, if I need to go back and refilm something or edit something out of chronological order, you can't tell because
fine.
I'm wearing the same thing all
Yeah,
the
if you
time.
forgot to
That's
do
good, yeah.
like a talking piece or whatever,
Yes.
it's like pretty smart, dude.
It really helped.
What's up with this video where you were mobbing around the city, giving everybody roses?
Yeah, that's the Rizzler. That just was my last video. It's the name of the bike is Rizzler, so we thought let's go Riz, but we were just giving him out to like homeless people and trying to spread some positivity.
The bike is actually called the 6'7 Rizzler.
So the bike's called the Rizzler, and
See,
then the upgrade kit is the 6'7".
This chick wasn't having it. She's like, I'd rather have crack.
That's basically what
That
she
girl's
said.
from a Crusty Demons video. That girl ain't from a SurRonster video. That's the wrong video, dude.
That's the wrong video. Dude.
Yeah,
You found
bro.
the wrong chick.
No, but is this what you do? You're like, all right, cool. Today I'm going to buy a new bike, or do you buy these bikes? Do you get them on Ronster rides? How do you get these bikes?
It depends. I haven't bought a bike since I started.
He's like, don't play with my name.
I think
2019.
He's like, don't play with me.
I think
Whoa,
the only
whoa,
bike I bought was my first SurRon, but
Yeah.
no, usually it's either sponsored for a review or in this case of the Rizzler, I sell it on Ronster rides, so I get dealer pricing, and I guess maybe I did buy these, but
Twitch, I never asked you, do you buy bikes? How do you have so
I'm
many?
sponsored by Yamaha, and they give me bikes. Every
Really?
year. Yeah.
So Yamaha goes and builds you out bikes?
Yeah, that's why I dropped your Honda on the ground.
That was crazy
That was
work
great.
that Honda was given to me by Hunter and Jet Lawrence after they won Supercross.
No
Hey,
way.
Jet and Hunter, fuck you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The baddest dudes to ever
And
race.
Shimoda.
Those are the baddest dudes ever to race. And they gave me their bike after they won.
That's so
They're
cool.
two of our guys on the Jaxxon brand. They're amazing. But what about you? Do you get brand new Harleys for free?
No, I buy my bikes. I like that.
Let me know when you have a bigger YouTube
But like,
brother.
no. Well, the thing is with what we do is like our bikes are so old. You know, like we
Yeah.
ride older bikes because the new Harleys, like
want them carbureted,
Harley
like-
would probably sponsor us and give us bikes, but we just don't like riding the newer bikes because it's like throttle by wire, hydraulic
totally
clutch.
different feeling,
It's just
yeah.
like way too like just touchy and weird. So our bikes that we ride, we'd rather buy them cheap, and then all of our parts and everything are all
What
free,
kind of
you know?
Harleys do you ride that you're able to wheelie like that?
Usually like 06 or older, like usually 03 to 06. Normally we would
Got it.
like to ride, but
And how do you decide what bike you're gonna ride? You have like 40 at your house.
I do have about 40, and every week it's a new bike.
that's what I would. Yeah.
it is.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite bike to ride?
It depends on the scenario and what mood I'm in and where I'm at. But
Yeah, what mood?
Sounds like
No, I
Twitch.
get it though.
Like-
Like sometimes you're like, oh, I'll just be in the streets.
gonna
I'll
go-
ride this bike. Oh, I'm gonna go to the hills. I want the bike with the softer suspension. Like,
Yeah,
Totally.
Cody Garbrandt, he's a UFC fighter. He was telling me he's got a bike to ride to the gym, and then he's got a bike to ride to go do cardio because he likes two separate drives. It's two separate rides.
there we go. There we go.
But for you, I mean, is it
That
true?
sounds
Do you
sick.
actually have
Working
40
for him.
bikes at your house?
I do. I have a 3-car garage that's full of just bikes, and
You sell them? What do you do with these?
sometimes I sell them. I love hanging on to them because I always feel like I'm going to need it at some point to compare
or do something with it, something different.
Yeah, or if I have a guest over. But the problem is all 40 of them have something wrong with them. So if someone comes over and they're like, "Yo, let's ride," like, you got so many bikes to borrow.
Pull a part off that bike to fix this bike.
No,
real quick.
seriously. So I
feel like that's how it always
I
is.
think,
I think everyone that has bikes has that
Yeah.
problem.
Yes. But by the week, it's really just what I'm filming. That's what I'll ride. But it's kind of challenging because every week I'm on a different bike, and then I can't feel like super comfortable on any bike. And I'll go on TikTok, and the kids are like, "Nah, he's not even that good at wheeling." And it's like, it's true because it's like my first time on the bike, and then I'm
Yeah.
on a new bike, and it's my first time on that one. And
All the brakes are different. Like at the beginning of the year, I normally build 4 bikes because I'll keep one in Montana, one in Massachusetts, and 2 at my house.
That's
And
sick.
I want them to, I'll build them all exactly the same.
Nice.
But every single one of them feels a little bit different. Like they don't ever feel identical.
and
yes.
is that bad?
And it's all the same parts. No, not to me. Like I just jump on it and you figure it out. But like going back to the point where he said he's always riding a different bike, and it's different. Some brakes are way touchier, some brakes are squishy,
and they're not
some-
broken in.
No.
Sometimes
Yeah,
they're
sometimes
new.
they suck.
I'd say
Like,
so.
yeah.
Why is it that you get a brand new bike and then I saw you just like burn out the rubber on the tire for like 20 seconds in a video?
Well,
for
usually
content,
I'll
dude.
switch out the wheels. Like I'll go from dirt to supermoto, and I'll burn it out because
Oh, got
usually
it.
I don't go back to dirt.
But is it because you're always testing out new tires? Because I saw you try to put like street tires on one of your bikes, and then you were like just ruining the rubber. And I was like, this
Yeah.
guy's just going through tires because he's rich.
No, that's the thing. A lot of things when like as I make videos, there's things you do that maybe you would watch as opposed to you would do. So like I'm doing things that I would watch. And so if I wasn't filming it, probably wouldn't burn the tire out. Yeah, but it's such a good video and it's fun to
You're
watch.
like, I'm
so
here.
That's my job, is to do things that are fun to watch.
Yeah.
And how many tires do you think you go through like after one of these videos?
Well, that's the thing. I'll just ride the bike one time, so but it sounds so bad saying that. But
Yeah,
no,
no, I
it's
get
not
it.
like
Not at all. Look
No,
at your
no, I
fucking
get
YouTube
it.
page. You earned it.
Yeah, no, it's cool because sometimes it's different bikes. I always see you comparing bikes too. I think a lot of kids watch your YouTube content. Like Jaden always watches it because he likes to see the new bikes, and then he wants to see what your review is on the bike. So I think like one of the biggest forms of content people talk about is review content, unboxing. People want to see product, they want to hear about it. You give such honest reviews, but you do amazing content, which side by side, and then you have you and like raw, and you're showing
Yeah.
his little bike, your big bike, or you're in the mountains with Tim. So I think that's like part of the allure of what you do. You're so good at unboxing these bikes.
I really appreciate you saying that, and that is a huge effort of mine, is to make these reviews entertaining, and it can be so repetitive every week, and these bikes start to look the same, and that's my name of the game, is how can I put myself in an environment where there's unpredictable fun things happening, and a lot of that comes down to just traveling, so I'm going to start traveling more. But then I'm talking to Twitch, and you're talking about settling down. I'm like, that also sounds really nice.
But Twitch has been making videos and content for 60 years.
Sure.
Yeah, Twitch has been doing this before there was YouTube. He used to be on a thing called MySpace.
He's like
Right,
really
right,
a
right.
grandpa. He's
Yeah,
like
this
a
is
real
true.
life grandpa.
Dude, honestly-
And he's still out there throwing
Honestly,
flips.
and he's still doing backflips. That's the
Yeah.
craziest
That's
thing.
awesome.
We just watched a Twitch and Scummy video from like the 90s, early 2000s, and you had what I call the first ever GoPro. And then we sat down with Twitch and Scummy the other day on a podcast and we talked about it. And I know you ride with that. What was it that you guys used to ride your bikes with?
Ours was just like a little Canon hand camera.
No way.
With the screen on the side, like a little like rectangle. And we'd
Sticking
always
out.
just put a fisheye lens on it and just duct tape it to our helmet.
Oh, get
So
some.
sick.
I
Yeah.
love that. Is
Me
amazing.
and Mikey still watch all the videos. We still live. That's like what pumps us up. It's like the early 90s, 2000 videos.
Some of the videos too, like we would put the helmet, we would put
Late
the
90s.
we would put the camera on sideways and we would ride next to the person looking straight while the camera is filming them the whole time to make sure we kept them in view.
No way.
Get some.
Yeah.
Get some. Wait,
It's
what?
actually in one of these videos right here.
What year was this?
This is like 2003.
Okay.
You
I was
tell by the
alive.
gear.
Was it?
It says 2000, but yeah.
Yeah, 2000.
Oh, yeah.
2000.
You
So
can tell
this
by
is
the
26 years ago. Wait, so who are some of your inspirations in terms of YouTube content? Like, are you looking at guys like Mr. Beast or Jake Paul? Are you looking at guys like Twitch and Metal Militia? Like, how did you kind of get inspired to make content like this?
Oh man, that's a good question. I have listened to a couple Mr. Beast podcasts, not necessarily because I watch his videos, but he's just the biggest YouTube channel ever, so it's worth listening to his
Yeah.
advice. But there were a few moto vloggers, but unfortunately, I met them. Well, I was just one of them, and I didn't have the best experience. So it kind of was like one of those like don't meet your heroes moments.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What did he do to you?
If I said it, it'd be like too obvious
You don't
who
have
it
to say
is.
the guy's
Well,
name.
no,
You don't have to say the guy's name.
I know what he's talking about. And
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny because when I met him, I was like, yo, your YouTube is just kind of like, you kind of have the same little demeanor. And he told me, he's like, you know what? I didn't have the best experience. But
And you know who it is.
yeah, it's one of my
I would
buddies.
just keep
But
it at
you
that.
know what's so funny? It's like he wouldn't want the same thing to happen to him. But yeah, so I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's cool. I've sort of accepted it at this point, but I guess I'll have to get back to you on that. But I've always loved watching like Discovery Channel and Animal Planet. Like when I lived in Nepal for those 3 years, those were the only two English channels on TV. So I really enjoyed like the
No way.
well, actually also X Games. I could watch X Games, and that was a huge inspiration for me
That's
because I was
dope.
either watching like lions hunting gazelles
Yeah.
or like dudes backflipping dirt bikes, and I was like, that's way more fun to watch.
But I saw you go to some valley. Jaden, what was that valley called with all the crazy people?
Oh.
Death City.
Yeah,
Good job,
let's
Jed.
go, let's
And then you were just like running into people. I'm gonna pull this
Yeah,
video up.
that was so
Explain to me
fun.
what's going on in this video.
Well, that's I'm trying to think of what the real name of that spot is called because I called it Death City for the views. Oh, it's called Slab City. It's just an unincorporated settlement out there where I guess it used to be more community and people supporting each other, and now it was more sad. Like
Is this in Arizona?
No, this is only a few hours. This is like near the Salton Sea. And
It looks like
Is,
quartzite.
is everyone living out there? Is
yeah,
is
it
this
looks
real?
nuts. There's like settlements. Talk to me of the interaction going through the city and interacting with these people.
There
I've
were
heard
a
of
lot
that
of them were
city.
strung out and hard to talk to, but also just like good vibes and people. The sense I got was that people were just lonely out there and they really jumped on the opportunity to just talk to someone that wanted to listen. So it was actually got to a point where like we kind of had to end conversations because people just wanted to keep talking.
But were
Really?
you
Because they don't
scared?
see anyone out
No,
there,
they don't
right?
see anyone. They're
Yeah.
out there never talking to anyone.
Were you
people are
scared
there?
going into people's settlements?
No, I'm strapped up and also I'm with my boys.
You're
so
what?
Strapped up.
nothing.
No, you can talk about it.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going somewhere like this. No
Oh,
way.
man.
But
So you roll around with heat?
Not
yeah,
even
we all do.
What? I like you even more, dude.
Why you
no,
think he
no.
wears all
Yeah.
black?
Oh my God, John Wick in the flesh, dude. Get some.
But no, like
Hello.
the ultimate defense is the bike. We can just ride away. Like so,
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not like I'm looking for trouble or anything. But
Let's ride first, then shoot.
You say, oh, what is this?
dude.
What is this?
guys
Yeah,
going
yeah.
full Grand Theft Auto.
who's pulling these up?
Wait,
We're
but-
doing gun
Oh,
reviews now too.
Yeah.
Wait, but the
You see the AR in the back?
Okay, look at the couch. The couch. AR just chilling. Wait,
I
but the
love it.
Death
Holy
Turbine
smokes.
video, that was AI, right?
No, the Death Turbine was totally legit. It actually got age restricted.
No,
Yeah.
that's got to be AI.
No, it's so cool.
Bro, put him sneaking into the turbine
It's
and
way at
walking
the end.
to the top of this thing. Wayne will pull it up real quick.
It's there at the end where that hump is. Yeah.
This got to be one of the craziest views I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my bad. It's actually way past this.
Way past this, towards the end.
This is
It's
what I
at,
got.
it's at like the 16th minute mark.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, right there. Thank you. Look at this thing.
Oh, that's sick.
And how tall is this Death Turbine?
I think he said it was like 600 feet or something, but it
And-
feels like way more.
Why
That's how
did you-
tall it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you feel the need to climb this?
I saw him on Instagram. That kid posted a video of himself doing this on Instagram, and it was
The
just
kid
on
you're
my,
with right here?
Yeah, it was on my feed, and I sent him one DM. I was like, "Where can I meet you to do this?" And he told me where to meet him, and I drove up to San Francisco, booked a hotel, and I had no idea who to expect. Like, what kind of person, goes up here on their own and posts it?
Bro,
but
that is
super
gnarly.
nice
Bro,
kid.
that's so scary.
Dude,
no
that is
harness,
so
no
scary.
nothing.
Yeah, that's at
It looks
Ruins
windy
on
as hell
Instagram.
too.
And
It was
this
so
guy-
windy, and it moves. It moves. Yeah,
The top moves.
the whole thing moves.
Like
yeah,
it sways, I
it's-
bet.
And it turns with the wind to follow the wind, so it turns side to side.
way.
And
Would you do this, Twitch? Twitch.
I'd
Maybe.
base jump.
Maybe Twitch.
No,
Maybe
let's
Twitch. Twitch.
If I'm in the
Twitch
moment,
is a pretty crazy guy.
If I'm in the
Yeah.
moment and someone's like, "You're a pussy," I'd probably have to do it.
There we go, there we
normally
go.
when I do stuff,
This
that I
is
don't
Robbie
wanna do.
Madison do that?
This
For
was the
sure.
scariest part. Was
Yeah.
opening this hatch. Look at this hatch.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll make your palms sweat.
Dude, yeah, what's up with this kid? He's just out there.
Bro, why are you doing this?
Just
not?
the rush. The rush.
It's just a rush. Is it just the tiniest ladder climbing up on the inside?
It's tall, but just totally normal ladder, and you look down and it's just darkness.
When I went out with Robbie Madison when he was getting ready to do the Arc de Trump
Yep,
in Vegas,
yep.
and I remember climbing up. It's just a little tiny ass ladder with like the cage around it, and you're climbing. I remember getting halfway up, and I kept looking down and like, I'm normally not really scared of heights.
Yes.
And it was to the top of this thing.
Oh, shit.
And it's only 100 foot tall, right?
That's in Vegas.
100 foot
That's
distance
600?
doesn't seem like shit, but climbing 100 feet, you
Yes.
said that was like 600 feet?
Yes.
Halfway up, I'm like sitting there looking, and I kind of got like sick feeling, and I stepped to the side, and I'm like, I don't know if I can make it to the top of this thing. And then this camera dude comes by me with a big old camera on his shoulder, one-handed, just, and I'm like,
So gnarly.
fuck, if this dude's doing it, I'm a pussy. I'm gonna climb the rest of the way up this thing.
You didn't
dude.
want to go home that
No,
night.
And I remember because it was a week before Robbie did this, and we got to the top, and we're laying over the top, and I'm like, dude, 100 foot like up and down looks way gnarlier than 100 foot gap like distance. I'm like,
Totally.
I look at like 100 foot distance like nothing.
Yes.
but high, I'm like, wow, dude,
Yeah.
like, that's gnarly.
Was that the first time you may have been afraid of heights?
100%.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
Yeah.
How
I
does
could-
Robbie Madison do things like this and is not scared?
He just turns his brain off. Robbie Madison is built different. Like
He's
he's
got
so
to be
gnarly.
one of the craziest dudes ever.
Yeah,
like,
he's
in general.
he is, dude. Like a lot of the stunts he's done are gnarly. Even this thing, like he had the option to make the landing however he wanted. I'm like, why didn't you just make it like a wedge, like an easy thing to land on? He made it straight up and down. I forget the degrees that it was at, but it was gnarly.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
He broke his wrist right there.
No,
right?
when he landed, he used to be an electrician in Australia, so he would always pull cable. One of his hands is really dry on the one that the cable would always slide through. So when he landed, his thumb went like that, and it ripped this in half, like
Oh,
wide
no
open.
way.
Yeah, it ripped its hand wide open. And I went up and talked to him, like, dude, I'm like, that was sick. He's like, yeah. He's like, but my hand's fucked up. And I looked down, and his glove was full of blood. And he took his gloves off, and he handed them to me. He's like, you can have them. I'm like, fuck yeah. And I put them in my pocket, and then like, dude, like 10 years later, he's like, he's like, I'm trying to frame all my gear. He's like, I just can't find my fucking gloves. Like, he was all mad. He's like, I can't find my gloves anywhere. I'm like, hold on a second.
Oh, no
And I
way.
went in my bedroom, and I came back out with him. He's like, how'd you get these? I'm like, you gave them to me right after the jump when they were full of bullets. He's like, no way.
I love how you had him in your bedroom.
Oh, dude, I had them in like in my
That's
nightstand. I used to keep random shit just in like drawers everywhere in my
Oh.
bedroom. Like,
No way.
yeah.
I always have a junk drawer.
What's like the biggest misconception you think in terms of like e-bikes and the way this like community is being built? Because I feel like it gets sometimes, like a lot of people are like, yo, these things are taking over, and some of the moto guys kind of like freak out on it. But I feel like it's the coolest
I'm a
thing.
moto guy, and I fully 100% think e-bikes are taking over. It's way easier. It's more convenient. You don't have to worry about gas. There's no smell. There's no noise. Like,
Because didn't X Games ban it?
They did.
yeah, they did.
So like that's obviously not the play for progression, right?
It's kind of hard. Like, my thing is like, how do you haven't had this much progression in 10 years, and then you get it, but then you take it away. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, you already allowed it, you know what I mean? And then people are like, oh, do separate classes. I'm like, that still doesn't
I feel like
define one solid winner. That's two separate winners. And if they went up against each other, who do you think is going to win? The dude on the e-bike. You know what I mean?
sure.
Like, we can just say it clearly, Patrick Evans. Like,
It's just two different worlds, but it's just like coming from motors, he's like, you have that mixed feelings, but after riding one, you're like, that's actually pretty sick.
they're
know,
it's just
it's like-
different. They're fun. They're
it
different. I
just
talked
gives-
a bunch of shit on them at first, but then I rode one and I liked it.
It just gives the kids, it's like the future, it's like what you're doing with the kids and everything. It's like, it just gives everyone a chance to kind of just get in the bike scene that normally wouldn't get in the bike scene because it feels safer, even though I think they're a little bit more dangerous
For sure
because
they
you can't
are.
hear them,
Yeah.
but
Instant power.
gives the kids a chance to get on the bikes. And I feel like bike life's growing because of the e-bikes.
The only thing I feel like that like gives it a bad name is like when you get the kids like swerving in the oncoming traffic,
Yeah.
doing the stupid shit where you're like, dude, like even I'm like, I've always been a little prick growing up, and like when I see that shit, I'm like, you're a dumbass, dude.
fun. It's-
But would I have done the same thing? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
just
right.
what's going on in
Yeah.
today's world.
What about design wise? Like you design a lot of bikes that you ride, from Indians to your Yamahas. What about you? Are you looking to design your own bike?
Yeah, you know, I can't talk too much on it, but I actually am designing one, but it won't have my name on it or anything. No one will know it's mine.
Why is that?
Because it's going to go just like the helmet.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I want someone to buy the bike because they know it's a good bike, not because it's affiliated to me. And then also, I just like to keep it separate. I feel like it would actually detract value from the bike. I think the bike can stand on its own without having my name on it.
When you do the bike, can you give us like, when you do your review, can you just give us like a little nod to,
Yeah,
so we
like
know
on
what bike
my
it is?
ear, yeah.
Why
or my
don't you
helmet.
put like a little SurRonster insignia like
Right.
underneath the bike?
I might maybe a little Easter egg so somebody can find
Yeah.
it. That's actually a really, really fun idea. I
Little
might do
golden
that.
ticket.
You got to find a like a QR code.
Yeah.
5 golden tickets.
So this video is crazy because I called you. I said, "Yo, bro,
Yeah,
if you're
I
gonna
was
do a
gonna
video,
say
we
this.
gotta
I said,
do
I'm in. I want to do it.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
go.
like, we gotta go to
Oh,
SC
yeah,
Village.
that
I'm
was
like, we gotta
great,
go to
yeah.
SC Village. Our paintball park will build you a course. He says, I'm gonna test something in the woods with the boys, but a SurRonster paintball day at SC Village in Chino would be crazy.
Oh,
What
we're
was this
in,
video?
we're in.
Talk to me about this.
Yeah, so going into the holiday season, Electro & Co. Wanted to offload some of their Razor inventory, and the Razors are so fun to build out. But I've already done a dozen Razor builds, so we were thinking, how can we make this special and new? And it was my idea to do paintball, and so we kept everyone. Sorry, that was me showing the cup I'm wearing.
No,
We-
yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
You
yo,
gotta
what
have
kind
some
of
balls
bike
to
was
do
this?
yeah,
this.
like that's so profane.
Dude, I
But-
was so ready for this.
But yeah, we each built our own bike, and then the only rule of the paintball was that you had to stay on the bike. So
But what was the concept in terms of like shooting each other and who could go the fastest? Like what? I mean, you just literally think of this creative and then you just go and do it. Is that how easy it is for you?
we kind of had to think of all the rules on the spot, but yeah, we sort of had like a capture the flag, and then we had like a zombie infection kind of round, and but a lot of this is just winged. Usually, what I have is like the concept, and then once you actually start doing it, that's
Yeah.
when we get
Did
into
you have
the
to buy
detail.
all these bikes?
This was a collaboration with Electro & Co. So they provided the bikes and the guns. They actually bought all those guns. So
What
we
are you
can use
guys
them
doing?
again.
What kind of workshop is going on right here?
Yeah, that was us building out the Razors at their new warehouse, and see, this is just showing the sales they're on.
Where
But
was that? Was that NorCal?
yeah, this is all in NorCal. It's up in.
Classic
Should have been
Auburn.
at SC
Auburn?
Village. I
Looks
called
like
them.
I know. Well, hey,
I know. I
Yeah,
want to go,
yeah.
dude. We got the boys
We'll
fired
do-
up.
we'll do a
Mike was
crazy
like,
one.
yeah, we're
So
ripping.
you're just-
Oh, I wanna
Twitch
do one
was
for
down.
sure.
He said,
I'm
yeah,
down,
dude.
dude.
Twitch
That's
called me.
so
Twitch was
fun.
like, "Are we doing that?" I'm like, "Yes." We're all
Probably
gonna
some of
ride
the
around
funniest
SC
shit that
Village
we've
and
ever
shoot each
done.
other.
I'm
We
really
all need to
dead.
build our own teams and like battle, dude.
I would
Yes.
love that. That'd be
But what are
great.
you building? I see Jimbo over here. Shout out Jimbo. What are you building in here in the shop though? What were you guys doing to these Razors?
Yeah, Jim's the man. No, we're just replacing everything. So the suspension, the powertrain, so the motor, battery, controller, the brakes. The only thing we kept on those bikes was the frames.
Wow.
And that's one of the fun things about the Razors is like the frames are sweet, and once you build everything else, it's like a dope bike.
With all your content, are you stacked up on footage like in the vault, or are you just like making videos weekly like as you ride?
Yes, I am a subsistence YouTuber. So every week, the video I'm posting that Saturday is the video I'm making.
Dang.
And there's times where I might be like half a week ahead, like 3 or 4 days ahead. But I haven't been a full video ahead in 2 or 3 years.
Really?
You edit,
And
you
I-
edit your own stuff?
Pardon?
You edit your own stuff?
I edit all my own stuff, and a big reason I do it the way I do it is because I found that if I film like 2 videos and then I have to now edit the 2 videos, it's so much harder to be motivated. Whereas like if I filmed a video and I'm really excited about it, I sit down and edit it, and then I'm ready to film the next one, and it sort of helps pace myself that way.
You edit right away, like right when you're done filming?
Yeah, so I actually have finally narrowed down a schedule that works. So Monday through Wednesday, and I can bleed into the weekend, but Monday through Wednesday I'll film, and then Thursday, Friday I'll edit. But a lot of times I'll get crunched down to just Friday to edit,
Dang.
and that's a 20-hour plus day. So
No
those
way.
are always brutal. Yeah, I'll like wake
Yeah,
up at
it's
8,
gnarly.
and then I won't have it uploaded until like 4 a.m. the next morning.
Typically, how long are your videos?
I'm aiming for 20 minutes. I used to aim for 8 minutes because that's where you get mid-roll ads.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. Then I started aiming for like 12 minutes. Now I think the 19-minute mark's really good because it's enough to like eat lunch or dinner while you're watching the video. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people enjoy eating while they watch, but it's not so long that it's a commitment when you click onto it.
Yeah. Not like a 3-hour deal.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
You can
yeah.
actually like you can be driving and watching it too on
Yeah.
your 20-minute drive and be like, all right, cool. I watched the video. I'm done.
Exactly.
For the kids at home that watch your videos, what's the key to editing a YouTube video and creating like SurRon content, e-ride content, just e-bike content?
Oh, well, this is actually a tip from Mr. Beast podcast, which we mentioned earlier. To just make every video you do improve some way over the last one, whether the lighting or the camera angle or the way you're talking or the way you edit it, just one thing. And your first 100 videos are going to be garbage. My first 100 videos are almost unwatchable.
You're figuring it out.
But exactly, you have to go through that to start making stuff that you're really happy with. So just finding a way to improve just a little bit on each video is sort of my philosophy.
What's something that you improve on? I saw that you bought a house and then you built out like a whole studio in your garage.
I did. Yeah, that was a huge investment. I'm so grateful I did it, but I lost track of what we were talking about.
You saw the butts on the
Yeah.
I got
And
sidetracked.
the TV right now is showing Miami, and Ronster rides over here went crazy. He saw Miami and he just locked up.
I'm getting flashbacks to Miami. I
Yo,
lost my
brother,
train of
what did you
thought.
do in Miami? That
Miami
Miami
was
had you shook right now. He said, "Hold
Dude,
up."
I know you pulled one.
I got
up.
sidetracked.
No, for real. I was getting
Even I
back.
stopped for a second. I was like,
I
"No,
was
you're
like,
good."
what
Keep-
are we looking at?
Bro, that was something nice, huh?
Yeah, no, Miami was awesome. Miami was really a fun
What is
time.
this video? Talk to me. This is an
This was a
illegal
mega
e-ride?
ride. So there's a group that organizes these mega rides around the country periodically throughout the year. And this was the Miami ride. Usually I'll go to the Texas one. I've gone to the Vegas one. We had an LA one. But this was Miami. And it was just such good vibes. I really think Miami's a great city if it wasn't so flat. I think that's one thing LA has. Is we have all these mountains and
Miami would be so great if it wasn't so shitty.
no.
I go every year too for like
you
the
do?
air show, and I'm like, I can't wait to get the hell out of here. and
No
get back
way.
to California, dude. I hate Miami.
Why? I thought
Just
it was so nice.
whenever I go, it's always in the summertime. It's hot, humid as hell.
Yeah.
Like it just sucks.
That's true. The
I hate
humidity
it.
is bad. Yeah.
What is it about like these rides that you love? Because for example, like I'm assuming you have to ship bikes here, or how do you get your bikes there?
This was my easiest mega ride ever. At this point, I have such a strong relationship with eRide Pro that I told them I wanted to go to the ride, and they shipped bikes for me. So I just
Sick.
had to fly there. But in the past, I've driven all the way from LA to Texas just for a ride like this.
And you bring your whole squad with you?
Yeah, they kind of come from all over. Actually, these are all guys from different states besides Raw Stunts. But that's one of the best things about the mega rides is just getting the whole community together, friends you only see for these rides. I'm sure it's the same with the bikes, the ride outs you guys do.
Yeah, no, that's for sure the best part.
Right.
Everyone comes from everywhere.
When you got this house and you redid your garage, it reminds me of Twitch redoing his barn and his backyard. Like he was so passionate about building it this last year while we were doing our Jaxxon sports show. We have had like legends on the show. Oh, I see the Santo Studio shoes on that guy, by the way.
Let's go.
And so, no, low-key, I actually did. I got to rewind that first.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
But when I see you, that was actually crazy. When I see you build this house, is this when you kind of realize like, oh, damn, this is like my full-time job now. Like this is my career? Because you building this house reminded me a lot about Twitch, like I was saying.
Yeah, it was definitely a moment of sort of the biggest commitment I've ever made fully investing in this. And it was right after I made this tunnel video called I Took My Mini Bike to the Death Tunnel. And it's my most viewed video to this day. And it kind of paid for like all of this. It was
So
at
dope.
that point where I was like, okay, now let's go all in.
What do you mean paid for?
Did the dudes from Hex Lighting hook you up?
No, I had to pay
I
for
gotta
all
link
this.
you with these dudes.
Yeah.
They're my boys, dude.
Damn.
Who are they?
Hex Lighting, Hex Glow. They make they're the ones that originator of all these lights. Like,
No.
your lights are sick.
No way. That's why this shop kind of reminded me of your shop.
Yeah. It's
Oh, I
Hex
thought it
Glow
was.
lights.
I knew
These are
something.
Amazon.
I
These are
can
my
feel
boys,
something
dude.
was
Damn.
connecting them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Amazon, but these are like
He's like,
automatic.
"Nah, I went to Amazon."
I didn't know about that, but
So this is your shop at home that you
We'll,
do.
we'll
all your
hook you up when
videos?
you
Yeah.
add on to it because we know you're getting more bikes because that was the last time that garage looked that clean
Yeah.
with no bikes in it for sure.
You're right.
Because Twitch, when you built out yours, was building out the shop like a big key of you now building out the content and the house and everything?
Yeah, 100%. Like I looked at the shop as like, okay, I'm gonna film content in here all the time. Like I gotta make it dope.
Yes.
Because
Having
what's the
space.
key to that? Is it
Just having
tools?
space.
Yeah,
Having space. Like, I was
Space.
Yeah, I was doing everything in a 2-car garage, and then now I have a 3-car garage, and it's like a huge difference. And,
Was there a clip or a viral moment that you realized like, all right, cool, I made it?
no, and I actually think that is my most favorite thing about my journey is that there wasn't a specific peak or overnight success. It's been a consistent grind since the beginning, and just a consistent growth. And so besides maybe that tunnel video where it's like, okay, now I can buy a house kind of thing. But
Bring up
One-
the tunnel video.
Yeah,
I wanna
bring up
see
the
that.
I
tunnel.
want to see the.
Wait, one
Is
one
the death
video.
tunnel a skate spot?
Was
Or
your-
what is that?
no, it's too wet to skate there.
Was your headset bolt falling out right there?
Yeah, dude, that was, man. I also can't go
Oh,
into
there's
this.
the
but-
Santo kicks.
Wow.
Who is this dude?
Oh,
Wearing Santo
that's,
Studio
that's,
shoes.
that's my head of service at SurRonster Rides.
Okay, this
And,
guy is killing it with the Santo Studio Twitch Edition shoes.
Let's go.
I love that, by the way.
Let's go. That's
No,
how
all
you
right, let me
text-
pull up this video, this K video you keep talking about.
Yeah, it was my first time doing an urban exploration video, and I went all in on the intro, sort of telling like a scary story. I think between the thumbnail, because I had a gun in the thumbnail, and then the intro, I think that really set up the video, and then the rest of it's just kind of like easy to watch exploration.
Did it get flagged at all for any of that?
No, it's fully monetized, and I had so much fun with it. But what was devastating was I had edited this whole video. It's about 20 minutes, and I had edited it, and the computer crashed, and it was the first time in my many years of editing where it actually lost everything, even the raw files. Thankfully, I still had them on the camera, but I had to sit back down and re-edit that video, and it was really, really devastating. But it ended up being my most viewed video of all time, so it was worth it.
I had that as a question, like, have you ever lost any like solid footage? But dude, that's gnarly.
Yeah. So, but
why do you think it went so viral?
I think it's because there were a couple moments with interaction. A couple times we met people down here in the tunnels, and the few other times we went to tunnels, we didn't meet people. And I think that's the big key to success on a video like this is
So
meeting
nasty.
people.
Were people like staying in there?
Yeah, like here they even had like a cradle for a kid and like a calendar, and I didn't see it until I was on my way out.
No
but
way.
it's really
crazy.
interesting to explore down here.
How deep into the tunnel was dude's like house? Like pretty far?
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely walk it. It was much better riding. But
Imagine being in there when it like downpour. Like
yes,
that'd be gnarly.
that was one of the things we were talking to the guy. I asked him how it is living down there. He said it's really not that bad until it floods, and then it's bad.
Until it floods, it turns into a freaking river.
Seriously, no, it's super bad. But I'm trying to go to Vegas and do the tunnels out
Dude, the
there.
ones
those
underneath
are
all the
crazy,
casinos
yeah.
look gnarly.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of people under there, and that's what
lot
I'm
of
going for.
people.
Yeah.
They're
What's
crazy
going
with
through
that
your
shit.
head when you're going through this tunnel though? It's small. It's like not the most like,
Well-
indulgent looking place.
No, I'm
No,
trying to
there's a
stay
guy up
away
here.
from
Where
that.
the hell is this thing gonna come out? And,
Yeah,
and
dude.
like, that's what I'm thinking.
No, there's a guy up here, and he was yelling, and but I'm just thinking, man, this is exciting.
So
Yeah.
when you're in a tunnel and it's all black and a guy's yelling, my first reaction is to go the other way. Your reaction is to attack the guy.
it's
Just go a
kind
little
of
Wait,
slower,
who's
keep
homie
going.
with the samurai sword?
yeah, that's Tonka. Yeah, he was strapped too, but no, I guess it was sort of what we were
strapped.
talking
The AR
about.
on the other side.
This is crazy.
It's things I would watch as opposed to things I would do. This is something I would watch. So that's maybe what I was thinking.
Look,
but-
he's like, here, you go first, dude.
Yeah, no way. If I'm strapped up riding through that tunnel, I might get a little trigger happy.
Is your boy on a moped over here?
yeah, he was on a super loud 2-stroke
Yeah,
scooter.
like real
You
life.
couldn't hook him up with the extra
Well,
e-bike? to ride,
and,
dude?
and he was scaring away probably a bunch of people we could have talked to. So I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, the scooter's not coming next time. He was a cool guy, but the bike's not coming next time.
Oh,
so loud.
God.
So
It's like
loud.
real life zombies down there.
Oh,
For
man.
real. And,
Oh,
It's like The Walking Dead.
I see the daylight coming out of there. I'm pinning it.
right.
Yeah, like how do you
Like, get me out of there.
It's a
Holy shit.
relief.
Yeah, dude, how do you think about this? Like, hey, I want to just go in a tunnel by myself with the boys and just try to get attacked by zombies?
That was pretty much it. Yeah. We had heard rumors that there was a whole city under here. We didn't find the city, but we found maybe the next
Because
best
you went
thing.
left, not right.
Right. No, there's so many tunnels to explore. It's really fascinating. This guy was
That dude's
super
on his
chill.
way in.
I would like to come do some stupid shit with you sometimes.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
CJ
let's
too.
I'm down.
Let's go. Let's
How do
go.
you say?
I'm down to just film and hang out on the side.
Right outside.
It's definitely a little sketchy. I don't know, but it's something more. I'm not used to that.
Right. I probably wouldn't go alone. That's another
What's
thing.
your goal with content like this? Is your goal to try to find interaction that's the craziest ever? Is your goal just to put on a show? Is like, what's the goal?
So look, it's making videos about bikes. It's limiting in a lot of ways, and there's only so many things you can do. You can ride, you can stunt, you can work on the bike, you can upgrade it, or you can interact with people on the bike. And in my experience, it's most entertaining to watch the interactions. And I'm a big fan of, like, if you're going to make a video about a bike, for example, even if people are really interested in that bike, they can only watch so much about a
Yeah.
bike. So I feel like it's better to make the video about maybe something different than the bike, but the bike is part of the environment and the bike is what you're on. And it's more digestible than just like, here's a bike I'm riding, watch me ride it,
Yeah.
So
How many helmets have you gone through?
this is actually the same helmet I bought at the very beginning.
Gotta be kidding me.
And I fell in it 2 years ago and got a gnarly concussion because I don't think it's a valid helmet anymore.
Twitch, what do you do when you get a concussion in a helmet?
All my helmets get hung up on my wall.
After
Really?
one time
Yeah.
you hit it in the head.
Yeah, if I get
Yeah.
a good smack on it, I'm like, oh, retired.
Is that what
I
you're supposed to
actually,
do?
my Jordan print helmet, I just crashed in, got a little concussion a couple weeks ago. I wore that one the other day when I rode.
Yeah,
crazy.
but you're
Yeah.
supposed to
Like
throw them
one
away
helmet.
when you crash.
Yeah, but I've always kept all my helmets.
Well, you
Like,
keep
ever
them.
since like my
Hang it up.
professional career, I've kept every helmet I've ever had painted
That's
or worn.
awesome.
Yeah,
You must have a lot then.
I got a shitload of
and
helmets.
memories, because each one was like you're riding in a different
Yeah,
place.
everyone's always like, "Oh, let me get one of your helmets." I'm like, "No." When I look at that helmet, like it
Dude,
reminds me of
Look
something.
at that. Where is that spot?
That was on our way to find the tunnel, and this was
Wow,
actually
where's
this was really a haunting conversation. This is downtown LA, or no, closer to Long Beach, and this guy's talking about how they found a girl's body in there, like a baby girl.
No
my
way.
God.
Really?
The
Yeah.
sewers in the tunnels.
Yeah, and actually that really affected me, because at first I was like, this is so fun, like we're so dangerous and fun, and then he said that, and I was like, this is real, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems like when maybe it gets a little too intense.
it
Oh,
just
he's
gets
talking
real.
about it
Yeah,
right there,
yeah.
huh?
Now
Yeah.
there's people down there. Like, what was this guy doing in the
he
tunnel?
he's a guard, is my understanding, is he was making sure nobody's going in those entrances.
I thought he was selling fentanyl.
I think he's
Right,
selling. I
right.
think he's selling weed or something.
Yeah, he really didn't want us
in the
going
ditch. Not weed, dude.
Yeah, in the ditch, probably
in.
crack.
Maybe some
I don't even know
stronger
if they're
shit.
Bro,
smoking
why are
crack.
you
It's-
opening the gate? If the gate's closed, you probably shouldn't go in there.
Because he's like, "Screw the dealer, we're going in."
Right. But no, we decided not to, because they could just lock us in if they wanted us.
Oh, they
my
can.
God.
Well, the way it
So
opens, it'd be really easy to stop it.
Dude,
from
that
opening.
would suck. You get in there and you couldn't come out.
Yeah.
I want to know that location. It looks like a big gap though.
And this is in LA.
Yeah, this is LA.
So do you scout your places that you want to go film videos first? Like, had you been there before?
No, but the gentleman on the scooter had said he'd been there. Turns out we were all looking for it together. But I always try to go somewhere with someone that knows
He
what
just
they're doing.
wanted to be in the SurRonster
Yeah.
video.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
on the
No, he was
scooter's
really
down.
cool. He was really cool.
Like a lot of famous celebrities who have built, incredible careers have this like concealed identity. You have Marshmallow, you have Banksy, you have Top Gear. Do you feel like there's a future for this? Like, are you eventually going to do the reveal, like a dead mouse reveal, where it's like, all right, it's done. Here's the mouse head is over.
No, that's the problem with like a reveal, and it's almost like a it'd be cool for the one moment, and then it'd be like,
What
like,
now?
Yeah,
It's
so
done.
in my ideal world, I'll never reveal, and then I can just retire anonymous. But
I think that's rad because I see some of the videos and like some of the ride outs and the amount of people that come up to you. Like, imagine just not like these celebrities, like they can't even go anywhere without the paparazzi taking pictures, bothering them, like pestering them. Like, I think it's cool. I think it's something different. You can still live your life in your helmet and then without it too.
yeah, thank you. Yeah,
That's a great point. Like for DBK Twitch, that's like one of your clothing brands been around for what, 20 years? 25 years?
7.
Really?
No way.
No, it was around when I was young, when I was like
Not
25.
DBK. No, I did it for 1 year in like 2011 or something like that, and then I shelved it and then brought it back like 6 years ago.
For some reason, I feel like it's been around since I was a kid.
No,
Seems
just
so
me. I'm a
established.
dinosaur, dude.
Yeah. But like, do you look at like the future, like say content for him is his brand? Do you look at the same thing for like DBK? Like it's dirt bike kids, like the future of it. Do you ever think that far down the road where you're trying to figure out what your brand's going to be about 10 years from now?
Always, because you're trying to still stay with the times and keep it relevant, just like I'm trying to do with myself.
And so what is the key for you? Like you've been doing it. You probably are one of the only athletes I know who's been relevant for 3 decades straight.
I just figure it out as I go on. I just don't quit riding my dirt bike. Like I love riding my motorcycle, whether I'm getting paid to do it or not. Like I didn't get into motorcycles thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get famous. Oh, I'm gonna get paid. It's like I got into motorcycles because I grew up in a shitty neighborhood. And my dad tried to keep me riding every day to keep me out of trouble. And for me, I've always loved riding motorcycles, regardless of what I get out of it.
Got it. What about like CJ for Concrete Cowboys? You guys are like one of the gnarliest stunt crews in the game, and you go around the country putting on crazy events and causing a lot of destruction. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. You put on an amazing show for us for Nordstrom and Santo Studio. What is it that you look for like in a brand?
Well, same thing, I just grew up riding. It's like riding for me is just to get away from everything else,
Hold on, timeout. Wait, is this how you have to drink
I'm
water?
sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, this is
All over here.
Yeah, I hate to cut you off, but SurRonster rides over
Yeah,
here. Wait,
I'm
is that how
good,
you have to
dude.
drink water when you're filming?
Yeah, at the ride outs, I'll get the Gatorade with the nipples so I can
Squirt it in.
Yeah.
You need a built-in straw in the mouth.
Yes.
It drops
Just all
down.
sticky.
Yes.
You need a
Camelback.
signature helmet, dude.
You need to get like one of those camelbacks.
Yeah, the
that have
camelback.
thing.
I'm
This
sorry,
is-
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, this
No,
is CJ and Twitch in downtown Dallas for Santo Studio, our brand that's in every Nordstrom. You're wearing the shoes, the Balboa shoes. But yeah, like this, hey, shout out.
so
So
clean.
all of this product is exclusively on santostudio.com or in Nordstrom at every store. And this is the boys putting on
at
a
the
crazy
road.
show.
Hey.
Look
The
at that
best
road.
part about this video is he told the people, the cops that were shutting down the street, that it was e-bikes. There would be no rubber on the ground and no smoke. Look at the damn road. You can't even see it because there's so much smoke.
Everything you said was not true.
Well, no,
That's so
I
funny.
mean, we got permits for 2 Surons and some
No way, you
fog
changed
machines.
it.
I told him it was fog
we burned
machines.
it down. That
fog
was
machines.
Dude, literally Twitch came by one time. He was right next to me. I'm doing a
I just
burnout.
saw the
He read
clip.
the road.
Yeah.
It was fucking. It was
So, like,
Oh,
for-
I've seen that too. I think I
was
saw it on
so sick.
Instagram.
I was
Yeah.
watching him the whole time, and I knew he was going to swing towards me, but
that was
I'm
our
like, he's
first
going
show.
to see
I've
me.
always wanted to ride a show with Twitch. He didn't even pull out ramps, and we just did wheelies. And
Yeah,
back,
we
you know?
didn't. I didn't even get permits for
Right
the
here.
ramps.
Oh, no.
But like I look
That
at
is
content
so
like this,
gnarly.
for example, and I'm always thinking to myself, like, okay, what's next? The progression of content. How do you make things crazy but without not being cringe? Like for me, I'll be completely honest. I think for everything I've seen in the world of bikes and the way people operate with like scooters and things, I think you are the least cringe guy. Like all your content is authentic. It's real. I could watch it even as an adult. I think a lot of people, what ends up happening is they don't know to go with their content. So their content either becomes cringe or it just gets forced. And then it's like the show's over. So I feel like for you, how do you look 10 years from now and say, yo, this is where I want Ronster rides to be. This is where I want SurRonster YouTube to be.
Yeah, 10 years. I mean, literally looking next week is already overwhelming because I only do one
Dude,
video at a time.
same.
So I guess I kind of just take it 1 week at a time. That's the increments of my life for the last few years. Is just one video at a time, 1 week at a time. But to answer your question with like a specific answer, I'm trying to travel more. I want to go to Afghanistan. I want to go to India. I want to go to all around Europe. I want to go to South America, Australia, UK.
Like Lake Como has beautiful chicks in Italy. Like the first place you went with was Afghanistan. Like why is that?
I mean, think about it. Like Yemen, dude, you're riding through the street. People are out there with the AKs. It's like,
Dude,
it's not even a
bunch of
stereotype.
BMX dudes like Mike Escamilla and like all those dudes. They did like bikes over Baghdad back in the day, and they
Oh,
went out and
yeah.
they did demos like at the I
For
don't
the
know,
troops.
for the troops, and
Yeah.
it was sick. Like
I
said,
remember
they said
that.
it was so rad. Like,
Yeah.
But
pretty
he just
cool.
wants to go through the war-torn streets
Well-
and like hopefully not get shot. Like, yo, brother, we want you here. Like, I don't know if we want you to go do that.
Yeah, but since a little boy, he's a world traveler. Dude.
Right.
Is that what you really want to do?
Well, it's just to answer your question because you're right. Like you can only do the same thing or within the same niche so many times before, it can get cringe or it can get boring or repetitive. And I feel like there's 300 something countries or 200 something countries in the world, and each one's interesting, and each one, like if you think about the thumbnail, would be interesting to click on. Like, oh my God, SurRonsters in Yemen. Like,
Yeah, what the
I've
heck's
never
he
even
doing
heard
here?
of Yemen. Yeah, and then they click on and there's tanks and like it's just cool content and it keeps it fresh. Just like I was saying, like now the environment is Yemen, for example, but then the bikes are part of the environment. It
Yeah.
stays interesting.
You just did a trip not that long ago. I was talking to Ritz, and you guys went to Hawaii.
Yes.
How was that?
That was so fun, especially having Ritz in there and then Raw and Jim. And it was one of the best trips of my life. Just
That's rad.
Being able to ride with the boys in Hawaii, it's like hard to beat that.
Can we talk about you don't have to, but can we talk about I heard someone got a picture of you in the back of a truck.
Yes.
We can talk about that?
Yeah,
or
no, I had my helmet on.
Oh, you did? I thought
yeah,
you had. I thought they
that's the
got a
thing,
picture
right?
of you with your helmet off.
Yeah, no, and it's funny because I'll send you the pictures and
Twitch is causing chaos.
no, I love it.
Twitch just
No, I
wants
heard some
anarchy.
shit, dude.
Twitch.
I can send you the pictures and you can put them up and it's hilarious. Like they're so clearly AI, but no, they took a picture
Oh,
of
they
me.
were.
I was in the truck.
Yeah, how many AI pictures?
Oh, it's all it's funny because like every kid was posting a different version of that AI angle and they're all looking different. It was hilarious. I posted them myself.
You
But no,
did?
yeah. I would never go. See, this is us in the truck. I would never go in the truck without my helmet. There I am with the helmet on. So
Yep.
I'm a professional. It's part of my gig. So I just keep it on.
You know when to do it.
Yeah.
It's cool to go over to Hawaii and see the bike life over there because there's quite a bit of bike life.
Huge bike life. And it's pretty much all supplied by one guy, Mitch, who does Bike Factory out there. And
No way.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, there'd be no bikes on the island. So it was cool to meet him, and he showed us around. And, God, it's so beautiful there.
I did the first backflip on the island over there.
No
that's so
way.
sick.
Yeah.
No way.
My
Boys history
my
of
old
walking
team
these
manager, or not my team manager, my old roommate was the team manager for DVS Shoes, and I rode for Etnies at the time. And he was my roommate, and he's like, we're doing a demo. Scummy's coming. Like, I forget, there was a bunch of people coming. And he's like, you don't want to go for a free trip and ride? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. I went over and rode, did a backflip. It was on like the Super Kicker 45 footer. Etnies stole the photo. And there used to be a DVS banner on the back of the landing, and they turned it into an Etnies banner and
No
ran
way.
a 2-page spread in Racer X.
That's sick.
No way. And that was the first backflip ever done on the island.
Yeah.
That's
Those
so
were the
cool.
Yeah, over on the North Shore.
Yeah, because they don't ride like that. And Tim Ritson did like a sick hip jump, and the locals were looking at each other like, we don't do that here.
Where did you guys go over there?
We were in Honolulu.
Yep. Did you
And-
go over to make your way to the North Shore?
Yeah,
at
we
all?
did the North Shore, the
Did you go up to the
Westwood.
track that was up there on North Shore on top of the hill? That track's cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Did you check in with anybody there so you don't get rammed off the road?
We had locals showing us around the whole time. Yeah,
You
yeah.
better.
Hey,
The
Hawaii, you
Hawaiians
gotta-
like to fight.
You gotta check in. They like to scrap, they like to surf, they like to skate.
Oh, man.
You have to check in Hawaii.
Yes.
Interesting. No, everyone couldn't have been nicer to us.
That's cool.
Amazing
That's
vibes out there.
Now, is that thing always rolling?
It actually just ran out of battery, but yeah, it does roll. all
Yeah,
the
because
time.
I see it flash and I don't
heard
see
it
it
beep.
flash.
Yeah, it'll beep when it runs out of batteries. So.
And then what do? You go home, you put that all on the computer, you start editing.
yeah, that's and I'll airdrop whatever I
Invite
have
chicks
on my
over,
phone.
throw on some Sonos and just let it
Doesn't ever
ride.
take it off.
Like I can't imagine how much, because if anybody's out there who understands content, this kid's filming all week, right? So even if he does want to make a quick video, he still has hours of footage to review.
Yeah.
So the elimination process, you know how to make edits. You ride and then you post in the same day. CJ, you do the same thing. Like your elimination process of content must be insane.
Yeah, it's about 10 hours to cut down the fat and then another 10 hours to do everything else. So it's a 20-hour
And
process.
what's
break
cool
it down,
too is
yeah.
about you filming your own content. You remember certain things that happen throughout the day. Like, oh, this part sucked. We can skip through
Yes.
this. Okay, boom, here's a banger.
Yeah, that's
here.
the key. I want to ask you
exactly.
that, Twitch. I actually want to go around the table. Twitch, when making video parts for the younger generation who's making content now, what is the key to like putting out content?
I think the key for me is making the video for myself, not for other people.
And then-
I don't care what anyone else thinks. Like I'm making a video that I think is cool, and if you like it, cool, and if you don't, I could care less. Like I'm not. I think that's the thing too with Moto. A lot of dudes try to force edit, like force videos and force content. Where I'm like, people are like, oh, you need to post more, or you need to post more on YouTube. Where I'm like, I do the same shit in my backyard every day. I'm not going to make a video of the same thing. It gets boring. You know what I mean? So I just make videos that I think are cool, and if you like them, cool, and if you don't, whatever. And if I don't have content to post that week, I don't post.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of the
I just-
craziest things with you, CJ, was we were talking about our new class. And we are like, yo, when we create this new class, we want to make content that's authentic and real. We want to throw it on CJ, have him do wheelies down the street, show people that we have literally the best class for men on our chains. And CJ's like, yo, we don't even need to film that on a camera like what Wayne and Loco. Like, just film it on my phone and rip that thing straight to the feed. And so many brands and people now are so cautious of like, oh, it needs to look pretty. It needs to be on a handheld or DSL.
Do it
And-
raw.
And yeah, and CJ's like, no, let's just rip that straight from the phone. One, because I don't think Concrete Cowboys own a camera. Two is I think it's easier for them to just shoot content, go straight from the phone. How do you look at content when you're making video parts?
I just like being creative, like the best part, just like Twitch said, just like getting out there and just making videos. I do it for myself, just kind of just the adrenaline rush, being in the streets is like definitely the most fun, when we build the ramps and do stuff like that and ride the gutters. The gutters are gnarly, but
Even just you guys doing burnouts out here in the alley where there's no
Yeah.
cops, like
Yes.
it still gets my heart racing.
Oh,
I
for
get all
sure.
excited.
That's
I'm
all
like,
tight.
Yeah, so like, I mean,
I'm
look at
sick.
this right here. This is CJ doing a wheelie on the bagger.
Is that
and
the 60 bridge?
yeah,
This
yeah,
is-
exactly.
this
That's
is-
what, that's
I love
Yeah,
that
bro.
bridge.
Yeah.
How about
But
you,
it's just-
SurRonster? What do you look at like when you're trying to make content? Can I do I get to call you by your real name or just SurRonster? By the way,
SurRonster is my real name. I don't know what you're talking about.
oh, amen. Amen.
It's never been given, dude.
It's like at Disney, like at Disneyland when you try to go like to Mickey Mouse, like, yo, what's your? Shh. I'm like, yo, I'll fight you right now.
It's Mickey
dude.
Mouse, bro.
Yeah, dude.
right.
Yeah, talk to me. So when you make your content similar to CJ or Twitch, and for the younger kids that look to you as like inspiration, what's the best way to make content you think, and then put it up?
Well, I like how you're talking about the rawness of it, and I think as AI and all this sort of artificial perfection is coming out on us, people are going to crave more and more authenticity and just human creation and creativity. And it's kind of exciting, actually. Like the pressure of making a perfect video or a perfect photo is kind of lifted now that AI can do that. Now it's actually people want the imperfection. They want to see your mistakes. They want to see you crash. Not that anyone wants to crash, but I think that's what people are going to want more and more. So that's how I approach my videos, is like, how can I just be real? Like, there's so much perfection, fake perfection out there. How can I, keep it like that?
What about the blueprint right now? I feel like you have kind of laid the blueprint for making like e-ride content, right? Like people that go out and then go back home and show like the reviews and then break down the bikes. Like you kind of laid it out how, and I've seen a lot of younger creators now kind of copy your style and look, and it's cool. It's probably flattering. I would hope that you take it as a sign of, like accomplishment and not like, don't get too jealous and, start freaking out on these kids.
Sure.
But what do you think the key is like for them with your blueprint? Is it to be authentic? Is it to review bikes? Is it to kind of go out there and try to do wheelies?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't claim any kind of blueprint. I think there's really only so much you can do, and I just try to do that. But no, I think just like Twitch, everyone's saying it's inspiring to just do it for yourself, and people will be interested. The right people will be interested. So, but it's hard to give advice to someone because really it has to come from within. Like if you want to make videos, you shouldn't need anyone to give you advice, or you should just be out there doing it.
Wow.
Do you have any beef out there with the e-bike community?
Big beef, dude.
Is there any
the same thing? I'm like,
e-beef?
Massive e-beef. Massive.
Who's the e-beef with?
Where do I even start?
Yeah, no way.
Do you get a bunch of haters? Like I've always been curious about that.
Yeah, I mean, look, you could give $1 million to a homeless person and people will be hating on you.
For
so
sure.
like, I'll never.
Why'd you put him on camera?
Right,
I saw
right,
you
right.
almost kick that kid in the throat that was saying that you don't know how to wheelie on the freeway.
That was hella funny. No, so that's playful. That's playful. No, the community is amazing. I don't have beef. There's only a few individuals that I would never like say on this. But,
Yeah.
and the haters, it's like it's online. It's like I love a photo. There's this photo of like a bird cage with only 2 bars, and the bird's like trapped in it, and it's like that's like cyberbullying. Like if you're tripping on like you just fly out of the cage. Like there's literally 2 bars.
Yeah.
You just turn the phone off. Like I'm not tripping about that. Also having the helmet on, people can talk whatever they want about SurRonster, but like deep down, I have a separation between SurRonster and myself, even though it is
No,
me.
it's dope.
But it does help that way. Like, yeah.
I don't ever see you, or like CJ, I don't ever see you guys care at all what someone says. I couldn't imagine.
I could
you
care less, but when people talk shit, I'm gonna say something right back. I'm the first one to fire back.
Nice.
I might be a little slow. I think
Yeah.
about it a little bit.
I think
I'll marinate, and then I'll fire back.
The thing about Jaxxon was so crazy is like when anybody talks loud here, they like straight to sparring.
No
So
way.
like there's no
part.
there's no
Okay,
beef
yeah.
here because if anybody has a problem,
Take
like
it to the
if I'm
ring.
talking loud to one of the fighters, like Hamzat Chimaev just goes in there, he kills me for a round, and then I never talk for another week. So like
that was like a half round. That's not even a full round.
Yeah, not even a
They're
full
like-
round.
they're-
So
he's
quarter
not going
round.
full. Yeah, he's giving 10% right there.
this is as we come close to the end of this podcast. First of all, I gotta say, coming on here and just talking with the boys is amazing. Letting the audience kind of just get to know you. I know that what you do with going to these rides and interacting with kids, and I love seeing you give back. I saw you give that kid a bike who made his own SurRonster.
Yeah.
I think the things you do for the give back side shows how you can make content that's still good. I know that sounds cheesy, but it is important. You know, we had a young, you know, just amazing kid who passed away, Jagger, and he was your biggest fan, Boise's son, and he's one of our creative directors at Santo, and he looks to you as like inspiration, and so many kids do. They look at you as someone that they can kind of just get lost in the moment. Similar to kids growing up looking at Twitch, and now guys like CJ, do you go home at night and go like, all right, there's millions of kids that are going to look at my content. Let me try to inspire them. Or do you go home at night and be like, yo, this is what I did this week, love it or hate it, and I'll see you guys again next week?
No, I really appreciate that question, and actually touching on the wording you use in the question, like you guys, right? A lot of YouTubers say that at the beginning of their video. What's up, you guys? Today we're gonna blah blah blah. But I never say that, and if you pay attention, you'll never see me say that in my videos. There's one person watching the video. There's one kid or adult watching on their phone. They're not in a big group, so I'll only address the camera as if I'm addressing the one person that's watching. Yeah, there might be 3 million people collectively watching it, but you're only talking to one. So that's always my approach as far as that goes.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
answer. That
You
was
make them
I've-
feel more
I've
of the
been taking
video.
notes a little bit over here, just
That's
like the way he
amazing.
does things.
And what is it that you're trying to do? Because I love the model of how you first sit down and you kind of engage the audience on what's going to happen, and then you go into the action, and then you show a finished product. You always have like a 1, 2, 3 formula. So I love seeing that. Do you actually, is that like thoughtfully done?
Thank you. Yeah, it has been a formula I've developed. Before you even film the video, you know, you got to have the title and the thumbnail already decided, and then this first 5 seconds and 30 seconds are super important.
That's
and
a Mr. Beast rule right there.
Sure, and,
Yeah.
and that's the most intentional I am throughout any of the video.
And then the rest of it in terms of like unboxing videos, are these unboxing bikes? Are a lot of these bikes, like, are you allowed to compare them, or is that to get you in trouble?
Well, you know, it's funny. It gets really tricky, and the bigger the channel gets, it becomes more challenging to navigate. Basically, I have so many great relationships with basically all the e-bike companies, to the point where they make a great bike, and then maybe a competitor comes out and it's like $100 cheaper, and it's also a great bike, and then it's like, but it would almost be disrespectful to show that bike because it's like copying the other one, and it's become harder and harder, but I'm always trying to just show what's out there. Like, I'll never try to let the business or money stuff stop me from showing cool bikes.
Has any brand ever been like, fuck you, your review sucked on our bike?
Yes,
Yeah.
one, and I had to take it down.
You did?
way.
It's the only video I've ever
No
taken
way.
down. Yeah.
Wait, why?
I thought it was a great, and I won't say what it was. I thought it was a great review, is at the standard I would hold any of my review videos to. I actually put a lot of effort into like the intro. I edited like 2 of me talking to each other. It took a lot of work, and it wasn't up for more than 2 hours before they asked.
What'd you say? This bike's shit or what?
No, I was just honest that just it was a great bike, but you know it was a little overpriced, and then they ended up lowering it by like $1,000. So I was right.
You were right.
Yeah,
I was right.
That's cool.
Wait, but why did you take it down? Just to be cool?
Just out of respect to them, and yeah, just out of respect.
You don't
to
want
them.
to lose the supply for Ronster rides.
No,
we sell a lot of these.
No, it's because at the end of the day, it's real people. It's their income, and if they didn't feel like this video was serving them, it would be pretty selfish to keep it up. And like I had my face. Like I'm the first one to ask for courtesy as far as privacy, or like, hey, can you take that down? Like I'm the first person to do that, so I have to respect other people.
You appreciate it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
all
cool.
right. So this is the honest hour of the podcast. We got a quick couple questions for you.
Okay, I'm always honest.
The
Let's go.
best e-bike to ride.
Oh, I mean, it's an impossible question, but if I were to go by category,
Yeah, go by
for
category.
small bikes, I'd go RTR.
Okay.
It's the best little pit bike out right now. And then for the mid-size, I'd go 3.0.
Oh,
Like
the
that you
e-ride.
just got the
E-ride.
E-Ride
Is
Pro.
the E-Ride Pro that's a mid-size one?
Yeah,
Just
for
one?
sure.
Yeah, I got an
Yeah,
E-Ride
Is that
Pro
what I
3.0.
ride?
That's what I got.
I
Is that what I
believe
got?
so. Yeah,
Is
they've
that what you
also.
got?
Yeah.
Yeah, people think, oh, maybe get the SR, it's faster, but the 3.0 is my favorite bike in that class. I've always said that ever since it came out. And then for the size above that, I'm loving the Ultra B, but the Komodo is coming to the US
Wait,
soon.
the SurRon Ultra
Yeah,
B?
so the SurRon Ultra B is like the best bike in that class.
Over a Stark?
Well, no, the Stark's
It's
another
different
level
class,
up.
yeah.
But you can't really buy the Ultra B in the US right now. You have to either order it from Alibaba and take that risk, or buy it from someone who did order it from Alibaba.
Yeah.
So the Ultra B is an amazing bike. You can't really buy it, but the Komodo's coming to the US. I haven't mentioned this yet, but it'll be launched on Ronster exclusive. And
Who
that's
makes the Dragon, dude?
And that's right. That's the Talaria competitor. So Talaria is the only company that could really beat SurRon besides E-Ride
So
Pro.
Talari and SurRon used to be together, right? Like, weren't they partnered, or someone from SurRon went off and did their own thing?
It's
kinda
so
like what I heard.
interesting, and I've heard so many stories about it until I went to China myself and asked both the Talaria team and
no
the SurRon
way.
team independently what happened. And again, 2 different stories.
Yeah.
But the sense that I get was, yes, it was originally all SurRon, and people broke off into Talaria.
Yeah, because when that bike came out right away, it looked almost identical.
Of course, and
know?
they've been suing each other ever since. Yes.
And what's the class above that?
Then it'd be the Stark. And of course, the Stark Varg's the best bike in that class.
Wait, and
What?
yeah.
I got a question. What about I keep seeing that bike. Is it Dust? The Dust?
Yeah, so that's been teased for years now. It hasn't come out yet. I
hasn't?
haven't got my hands on one. I think I saw an Instagram reel of it.
Have you ever seen one in person or rode
No,
one or
but
anything?
I understand that it's a little bit smaller than the Stark, maybe
Okay.
closer to like a 125 as opposed to 450. Although I don't understand because those are the same frame size, just different engine.
It
but-
looks cool. Like, I'm interested to see one in person. I like the style of it and everything when they're like doing the molds. I'm like, the bike looks pretty rad.
For sure, and it's good to see some competition in that space because Stark's been standing pretty strong,
Yeah.
which is cool. But also, Yamaha just came out with an electric motorcycle in that
Yeah,
class.
I'm interested.
Dirt bike.
It looks just like a normal 450, so I can't wait to get my hands on one of those. And
You
check
said
them
you
out,
work
too.
with Yamaha,
Yeah.
right? Oh, that'd be a really cool bike to get your hands on.
I can't wait to see it. I'll have to invite you over to come ride
Please,
it.
please, we can race it.
You got to
against
come
the
over and
Stark.
ride the yard, dude. We got to build something for you there.
I'd love
Don't you
that.
have a e-ride, someone who's on an e-bike at your house all the time? He always
Yeah.
tags us.
Yeah, Levi.
And how's he do on the thing?
He's good. He'll jump my normal jump on like a SurRon and stuff.
No way.
Well,
Yeah.
Levi's an amazing
Yeah,
rider.
same with my buddy Austin. Like, they'll
Oh, right
jump
here.
it all.
This is Twitch's backyard. I
so
love
sick.
watching Twitch's backyard. It's like the new X Games.
Hey.
This is what we got to do. We got to get you out there so we can film that for our Jaxxon Behind the Brand show.
Yes.
So
Yeah, you come out for sure.
I got another question. You went to Europe to go ride the SurRons. We had Anton. Is it Anthony or Anton?
Anton, yeah,
I
he was
think
on
Anthony
this.
is the American version of saying Anton. But we had him on the podcast.
saw-
Amazing guy who
yes.
put together just like an amazing brand, amazing formula to building a brand. How was that real quick?
Anton actually invited us.
Tony
over-
Stark?
Yeah, literally. No, he's so
Tony
cool.
Stark.
I really admire Anton, and he invited us over to his home in Barcelona while I was out there.
Oh, sweet.
And to have dinner, and he's just so thoughtful and smart and modest and humble.
Such a rad guy.
Yeah, like really, really up there, like some of the most inspirational things that I heard from him. He's such a cool guy. I love Anton.
That's
And he's a ripper. I got to ride with him.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
wheeling in.
Yeah.
He's going full speed.
I saw you guys rented your own private track.
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah.
it's funny. Stark was saying they were considering actually buying that track and putting their factory in the middle of it.
No way.
Which would have been sick.
Yeah, that would
actually
be cool.
amazing.
Their own
Yeah,
test
but-
facility.
Right? But it's like a historical site, so I don't
And
think
then
they're
I got like 3 questions for you here. So first of all, for the audience to get to know you, your favorite drink.
Oh, good question.
He has his own energy drink coming out next year.
I know, right? I can't wait to shout that out.
He's got something coming out maybe next year, maybe a little tea, maybe a little iced tea. We'll see.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so cool.
What's your favorite drink,
Favorite
though,
drink,
to
man.
drink while you're
I feel
riding?
so lame, but I'm gonna say water. I go crazy with the water.
Wow, hydration. Your
Hard in the
favorite
paint.
food.
My favorite food. Whoa. Like waffles.
I'm over here in my head thinking Italian. Mexican. He's like waffles.
That's good. Like Eggos or like you make waffles.
Like at a Waffle House, like big waffles.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's different. Your favorite music artist.
Whoa. Super difficult. I love like Polo G and oh man, I'm blanking entirely now.
Like if you could use any artist royalty free on your videos, what artist would you use?
Probably Polo G.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
going Young Dolph.
Yes.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
there's so
Young
many
Dolph.
good options.
Gucci Mane.
Who you going with?
Gucci Mane or Mac Miller? for
Yeah,
sure.
Oh,
Mac
yeah.
Miller.
Mac
Mac Miller would be so key.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
so many good
Mac in his
songs.
prime, like
Drake
he's-
has a library of songs. Like you would
Now
never
you're
run
making me
out of
regret.
music.
Yeah.
Little
that
Wayne,
was
Little
hard.
Wayne's up there too. Though.
Yep.
He had some good
Those
ones.
are all Conmouth Kings, maybe.
Yeah.
If you could ride an e-bike with someone, who would it be? Anybody in the world?
Whoa.
Donald Trump.
And I'm like trying not to think of a political figure. Dead or alive? Dead or alive?
Whatever you want.
Either.
Whoa. Oh, that's such a good question. I want to like have a good answer for it. Let me think.
I'm going Jimi Hendrix.
That'd be tight.
Who are you going with?
I don't know.
He's going with Creed.
I'd want to ride with Alexander the Great just to hear
Yes.
about crazy stories.
Yes.
That guy probably has the crazy stories.
I was
never
thinking
thought about that
someone historical where the idea of a bike would just blow their mind. I've had a lot of Egypt, I've had a lot of Egypt stuff on my feed, so like King Tut or something, because he's
Yeah.
also just like,
That was
Who do you
cool.
think built the pyramids?
dude, I've been so interested in this.
The Anunnaki.
And,
the Anunnaki.
right,
He's been on Google.
Yeah, I would love to say it was the aliens, but there is an argument that that's like disrespectful to the ancient Egyptians to say that they didn't have the technology or the ability to.
Yeah, don't say that and then try to go right over there.
right, right.
I
So,
mean, but you do have to try to realize that if the Egyptians did build it, it would have taken them 500 years with the amount of stone that's there.
it would have been impossible, basically. We
Yeah.
still can't explain it. No, it's such an interesting
Yeah.
topic. I could talk about that all day.
And then your favorite place to ride?
Downtown LA or anywhere like new, which is kind of cheating to say, but I love riding new places.
Really?
Yes.
Like you don't have like a favorite spot you go to though that no one knows about?
I do, but I can't say it
That everybody would know about it?
because it's secret. Yeah, but
Yeah.
no,
I like Chicago. You've been to Chicago?
no, I have
No?
not ridden in
Wow,
Chicago.
Chicago and New York's pretty sick. LA, any big city, big crime. That way we can get away with
Right,
doing
right.
what we want to do.
Is it? But riding in New York, I just imagine a bunch of traffic and red lights. Like, can you really
the
ride?
traffic's good for us because it slows us down. We can get through traffic, gives us more obstacles. Like the more obstacles for us is like more fun, more
Interesting.
entertaining. But I don't know, just more traffic, so the cops can't really mess
Yes.
with you as much. You know.
Yes. Ooh, that's cool.
That's for us because we're on bigger bikes. You know,
Yeah.
for you guys can weave in and out of stuff a lot easier, hit
Right.
parks and stuff if you had to run.
Yeah. Ooh, I gotta hit up New York.
And then before I go, is there one thing you think that all the people that watch you, that you have the opportunity to talk to them about? Is there one thing you think that they should know about you?
Oh.
That he actually only has one eye. That's where he wears goggles.
Yeah. Right.
He's blonde haired, blue eyed.
Right. Oh man.
See, I want to hear what you're about.
Yeah, you give me a
No, I mean,
Mhm.
I guess because I'm like such an open book. I feel like I've already said so many. I'm trying to think of something I haven't said before that I'm allowed to say.
Like the way you go about life, the way you go about filming, something about you, things you don't like seeing people do. Like I see you get very annoyed when people say that maybe like that was not a good wheelie or something.
No, that's just playing. That's just playing. No, I'm just so lucky and blessed. I don't even feel like I'm in a position to like give advice or anything. But just I'm just so grateful for, like, I would be nothing without people enjoying the videos. So just trying to always remember that and just say thank you to everyone that's
I do
watching.
have to say, the whole audience watching this, I hope we realize how humble you are for a guy who's probably one of the hottest creators in the game right now and is pioneering a whole new space of content. It's very cool to see how humble you are, how respectful you are, not only to past legends, future legends, but just people that you interact with every day. The love you've shown us at Jaxxon, Santo Studio, the stuff you do. You're always on the phone with me. It's very, very refreshing. I think a lot of content creators should take note. It's not about how big you are. It's not about how many views you are. It's about how real you are. And we see that with you. Like, you're here live and direct, interacting with the staff and the team, and it's amazing, dude.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
saying that.
Steve, we can't thank you. I mean, SurRonster, we can't thank you enough for coming.
Get some. Hello. Yeah.
Well,
no.
and thanks for icing me out, dude.
No,
I'm
of course,
I'm
dude.
going home a
Seeing
new
you with our
man
brand
right
new
now.
watch or chain, it makes me excited. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to build the #1 jewelry brand in the world for men with these real stories,
Killing
just like
it.
our real jewelry, you know?
Killing it.
Anything else you got for him, CJ?
No.
I know you were going to ask him about something special.
It's just cool. It's just cool to hear his, outlook,
Yeah.
just being a creator and just the e-bike and just his worlds is like, we all collide, Twitch and everyone, like we all ride bikes. He rides dirt bikes. I came from dirt bikes, but we're just all from different and we just all kind of have the same thought on, what we do.
Having fun.
And Twitch, anything you want to add?
No, just stoked that Steve came by today.
Is your real name Steve?
No.
Just
I mean, we can say it is,
Just
but-
to make sure we don't have to clip this out because Ron wants to know.
Right.
All right, hey guys, make sure you check out the Jaxxon Behind the Brand if you want to see some of the wheeling and the craziness that went on here before we got on the podcast. It's on our YouTube page, Jaxxon Behind the Brand, and then we also have a brand new episode coming out every week. Next year, we're going to be doing tons of clips on our Instagram, Jaxxon Sports. Plus, we have this show going on weekly, me and Twitch, everything skate, moto, and surf. And the Jaxxon Behind the Brand show is going live right now. We have our brand new chains. Plus, we're having the hottest sell of the year, up to 55% off site-wide. It's our entire best-selling chains and watches and all of our new jewelry. So we hope you guys love it. We appreciate the support. And obviously, it's amazing to have you here live in the studio.
My honor.
CJ, SurRonster, Twitch, Bear, I'm out.